3-1 to the Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, again, the Hawks scored only one goal. This team has zero offensive skill and upside. I get it, we're playing against one of the best goalies in the league in Connor Hellebuck, but they can't find the back of the net. It's frustrating. You score first and you continue to only score one goal when you score first in a game. That's how it's gone all season if they've scored first in the game. And it's early in the game when they score first. That's all the offense this team has. They don't know how to score. They don't know how to put up consistent play. I will say this, the Hawks played well. They honestly should have had a better outcome than they did, but they don't. Arvid Soderblom back in net. It seems like whenever Soderblom's in net, this is a team that doesn't play with confidence up front of him. This is a team that doesn't know how to score up front of him to give him goal support. And it's a team that it just feels like lack of confidence when they know Soderblom's in net. We play again tomorrow against the Minnesota Wild. So they have to travel from Winnipeg to Minnesota to play. This was a rough loss. The Hawks losing again, this time to another division opponent. This time they can't find the back of the net after scoring first. So let's get into the goals of the game, shall we? I'm not going over all the stats of the game. I will go over those in a short bit, though. In the first period, it was the Hawks who scored first. They got on the board fast. They were playing well. And it's the newly formed line with the Hawks that were moving the puck well a lot today. Anthony Beauvillier, the recently acquired Blackhawk, helped out Connor Bedard and Philip Kurashev get into the offensive zone and generate some chances. Well, they end up scoring 4 minutes and 39 seconds into the first period, scored by number 98, Connor Bedard, his 11th of the season, assisted by Philip Kurashev. Before that Bedard goal, Hawks were generating. They came out. They put some pucks on net and had some chances. They went wide, but that was it. And that's the only goal for the Hawks because 10:43 in the first. Mark Scheifele on the power play scores his 8th of the season, assisted by Gabe Velarde and Josh Morrissey to make it 1-1. And honestly, it's just frustrating. This is a team that sucks at the PK, suck at the power play. They had a power play special teams practice, all practice a day ago in Winnipeg, and it doesn't really help because the Hawks have a power play right after this Scheifele goal. They don't do much with it. Winnipeg continues to press, Hawks having to pressure. We put up chances, and we go to the second period tied one apiece. And into the second period, we go. Hawks have to kill a penalty. They do, but midway through, right after basically a minute after the PK happened, um, Barron scores his 4th of the season, assisted by Ehlers and DeMello at 6:23 in the second period to make it 2-1 Winnipeg. And that's the backbreaker. The Hawks suck at killing anything. This is a goal that Soderblom should have made a save on, and he doesn't. He dropped too early, leading to this goal against. We go to the third period, down by 1. And into the third period, it's midway through the period. Cole Perfetti with the tip in up front of the net for his 9th of the season, assisted by Sandberg, and just it's just a frustrating game. The Hawks looked good. They just don't generate shots. They don't put the high quality chances in against a high quality goalie and Hellebuck. It's always a problem. But this team just doesn't find the way to score. So shots on net, 21-26 Winnipeg, 50% at the faceoff dot. Power play, Hawks went 0 for 2. Granted, one of the power plays, they only had 30 seconds remaining on time for Winnipeg to go 1 for 4. Hits 22-20 Chicago. Block shots 16-14 Chicago. Shots per period, 5-6 Winnipeg in the first, 6-11 Winnipeg second, 10-11 Winnipeg in the third. It's frustrating. I don't know what to say. It continues to happen each and every game. This team, I get it. We're still in a rebuild, and it still just shows each game they are still going to be the basement dwellers of the league. As San Jose, they've jumped us in the standings. They can actually win back to back games. They're putting up some goals lately. The Hawks, they aren't doing that. They can't win back to back games. They're the only team in the NHL to win consecutive games, I should mention, not back to back. It's more difficult to win back to back because now we play again tomorrow against the Minnesota Wild, likely without Anthony Beauvillier because he's still dealing with visa issues with the States. It sucks. I would like to see Beauvillier back in the lineup tomorrow, but it's not going to. It looks like it might not happen, and we'll see what happens. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on today's game. It's frustrating again. It's still a rebuilding team again, but man, can they actually score more than 1 or 2 goals a game for once? That's all I ask for. We've only been scoring about 2 goals on average this season. It's frustrating, and I want that to end. And also, cut it out with drop passes on power plays, and maybe you will generate some power play offensive time in the zone. So, thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, it's just frustrating right now, and go Hawks.